know for me it was Lauren showed me something like on a computer and I just was like, Kuma looks weird as hell. So yeah, man, that's great. Glad you're a One Piece fan. We're all Nakama here. Nakama at home too. We need that X on our arms eventually, right? You know what's crazy? At their wedding, not their wedding. Sebastian didn't get married. My bad. He's not married. Their brother, their eldest brother, Jason, actually had a wedding with his wife, obviously. I don't know why I'm saying extra words. Maybe I'm nervous, right?
You seem a little nervous.
Yeah, my bad. We ended up taking a picture like that with our arms.
Yo, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I got that picture still.
You
remember that?
About that?
It was me, you, Lawrence, me, you, and Lionel. Me, you, Sebastian, and Lionel. And we turned our backs and we did that. And it's like purple in the background.
Nah, I remember doing it. I don't remember.
It was like, pretty legendary.
If we got a picture or not.
No.
No,
we have a picture. I have
we should
picture.
poster it up.
Should.
Yeah, probably. And it's kind of weird because I was thinking about it earlier. I get that Kaido wants to make these guns like plants and armories basically to ship them out from Wano because Wano's kind of like Switzerland. Like nobody, like they're not here, they're not there. You can't mess with them. That's it. Which is kind of crazy that the world government actually even lets that happen. But I was thinking, he could probably just do this from Sky Island. Like, he can fly up there. And, like, who's going to go up there? Akainu?
But can they manipulate the weapons and the sea stone the way that they can in Wano? Plus, in this most recent chapter, Kaido has alluded to the fact that Wano is special in some way. So there's some history there.
I swear, this guy... Kaido is just such a blank piece of paper, bro.
He's not.
Like,
I don't get how you say that.
He has no personality.
I don't get how you say that, man.
He has no personality.
Especially over the last couple chapters, he's evolved so much. It's not a lot because it's subtle.
It's crazy.
But he says things that make you think, he
Kaido
knows something.
literally would be like, this table had an apple on it once and I ate it. And it was good. And then Sebastian would be like, this adds so much depth to his character, bro. You have no idea.
No, I didn't
and it turns into
depth.
smile somehow.
I didn't
He's
say
deep.
depth. I'm saying
he's
it's
so
subtle,
bland.
but there's clearly more to him. You just have to wait for it to be.
Yeah, because
how many chapters are we in already, Lawrence?
What,
in Wano? It's
Yeah.
over 100.
Yeah, over
100.
And he said like two really deep things.
But Kaido's looking at the thing that for the person that everything he does actually has a purpose. You may not understand it because he's not really revealing much. Because it's like Kaido's like, why do you need to know my business? My business is my business. Only select few of my crew are gonna know it, and they're gonna execute it with me.
I guess.
He's like, what? We haven't gotten his backstory yet.
Hold on. How you feel about Kaido, Ant?
Me.
Yeah. Do you think like he's one of the best villains so far, or he's?
We're not there yet, man. We just don't have enough information.
Thank you.
But
It's too long.
You lack patience.
I do. I'm the most
we know
impatient
is
patient.
that
I'm the most impatient person.
no
ever.
one, I can't see anyone beating him. Like, he's been beating up
Whoa,
everybody.
you don't see nobody beating him? Not one person?
On the island? No.
Not on the island. Not even Big Mom?
I
That
don't
would be a
know,
good fight.
man.
I don't know. Granted, the thing is, we haven't seen either of them go all out. So we don't know
I'm going to be
anything.
100% real. Big Mom is kind of like, she the best Yonko to me. I'm going to be real. She's the best Yonko.
That's what's crazy to me is that he feels that when, like, we had Big Mom's arc, and, like, I had that similar, like, they're just going to get away. Like, I didn't have this imposing figure to me where she was scary, but she wasn't, like, dominant the way Kaido is. Like, I literally saw 12 scabbards go fight this dude, and he was able to take them out like they were nothing.
No.
I saw him fight against half the worst generation, and he was able to body most of them, no problem.
Yeah.
Like,
But
Big Mom wasn't doing that.
But you see, but actually, in the thing, if you notice, of both arcs, they have a common theme of both of them. You see what it even takes just to get them vulnerable or hurt them.
I mean,
all they had to do, all the stuff, the work they had to put in to get Big Mom vulnerable. To when her knees drop, you see the little bit of blood. Maybe she's vulnerable.
She should get knee pads.
Yeah, and then they went to attack her, and even that didn't work. And then Kaido, you need all this just to even affect him. Like, you can hit him like nothing.
Technically, with Big Mom, that wasn't the only means you needed to make her vulnerable. You had to outlast her hunger pangs. So, like...
that's just to stop her rampage. That wasn't the make her
even to
vulnerable
make her
attack her.
weaker. She got skinnier and smaller, and her attacks were
But she was
weaker
still a
and-
powerhouse.
She was
She
still
was
powerful.
that no one
But
could stop.
put it this way. Jinbei ended up like just hooking off on her,
Put it this way,
and like she got hit back. From
she
it.
was able to
And
be.
I'm pretty sure
elbow.
Jinbei didn't even use hockey.
I don't
he
know.
just
Yeah.
punched her.
No,
had
he
to
used
do
Fishman
something.
karate.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either
Is
way,
Fishman karate hockey fused?
Look, either way,
It's a special technique that enables you to hurt like invulnerable people. Like he said, they use the water in the atmosphere and the water inside
Yo,
your
if
body.
you think about it, Fishman karate is like its own Rio
I've been saying that
for
years.
like
Yeah, for
Fishman
sure,
though.
yeah.
I've been saying that for years, bro.
Mind blown.
It's
right
all
now.
it's
What?
all just hockey though.
it's not. No,
Deep down. It's all
not,
hockey.
though.
It's
No,
all
It's
hockey.
different techniques.
It's
man.
not.
Different
Yeah, it's
techniques.
different
hockey
techniques.
Techniques.
Tekai,
No.
Rio,
No.
Geppo, all of it.
There's just like levels to it. You feel me?
I think
Like,
it's
So Sanji wanted to be able to get away from those Okamas, so his willpower allowed him to start flying. And you're trying to tell me that that's not hockey?
That
Tell me I'm wrong.
Sanji's
Yeah,
you say he's
Sanji's
a
so
clever
funny.
dude. He picks up stuff. You know, so like I think it's cool that they have other things besides hockey that you're able to add hockey to, making it even more stronger. That's dope.
I
To me.
feel you. It's all hockey.
Yo, let me ask you this though. Do you saw the front cover, right, of this week's chapter?
Zoro
What'd you
being a
think
ninja?
about Zoro
I don't
like
even remember.
with the
like
cat.
being a ninja? It's kind of dope, yo.
Honestly,
I kind of like Zoro
I have
as a
one more
ninja.
question. Where he's getting these requests from?
Yo, for real, I
Randy's
want to request.
request.
Yo, can I request Anel back?
You got.
Can he just come back into like the story or
He's
not?
in the moon, bro.
He would
Yo,
get
imagine
thrashed
somebody was like,
in
and
the
then
world.
Oda just was like, nah, yo, Oda, open up Zoro's eye, yo. Let me see that Sharingan.
Sharingan.
Like, finally, yo.
But one, unless Anel learned hockey the way it is now, he will get through. Like he only knows mantra and his abilities powerhouse.
Yo, if Anel knew hockey, he admiral level, bro.
No, he's not.
Admiral.
No, he's not. I assume all the
Admiral.
admirals have awakened their
I-
abilities. I
I-
don't believe that was done.
I
that.
believe-
I'm telling you, if Anel was at Marineford and he was on Whitebeard's side, yo, he could just be in the hull of the ship and just start spamming.
Yo,
like lightning bolts
nobody's
across
touching
the,
Anel, man.
the whole
You're
field.
crazy.
No.
You're crazy.
Yo,
It was
Anel
just a
is-
bad matchup.
he-
He had to fight the rubber human.
This
man.
was pre-Gear 2 Luffy. You understand that, right? Like pre-Gear 2. That he
Still,
was
I don't
incapable
care.
of.
If Luffy did not have his double fruit, it would have been a dub.
I mean, it was a dub against Crocodile, but we talked about last time. All right, I'm gonna be real, yo. This Zoan tanking ability is getting out of hand, bro.
What do
Otis
you
coming
mean?
back too.
Bro,
This
Getting out of hand.
explains Pell.
Wait, she.
why are you gonna
Don't
say
bring
that?
up hell, man.
Listen,
Explains
did
Pell.
you see what she ulti got hit with?
She
And
got
she's just back
penetrated,
up.
man.
Wait,
She did get
back up.
penetrated.
Did
Wait,
she?
It went
she
through.
got back up?
It went through.
You did, yeah.
She
Did
got
she?
back up
She's talking about from Big Mom.
Oh, you're talking from Big
from
Mom.
Big Mom.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
She got back up, and then now she's able to like fight again.
Yo, but she's an ancient Zohan, a dinosaur. Like
Yeah.
she's
True.
supposed to be a tank. That's the point of it.
They weren't tanking comets.
They weren't taking
I
comments.
mean, is Big Mom hitting harder than Comets?
You
Maybe
got-
in the One Piece
Dude,
world.
Hold on, hold on.
Maybe
You
in the One
gotta,
Piece
hold on.
world.
You gotta ask Elbaf, dog.
Nah, dude. I mean, you
If
can
a
see
comet,
this.
if
Sebastian,
Comets hit Elbaf,
Fujitora.
yeah, but that's one meteor that was only the size of Green Bit. When they talk about the comets with the, it's like meteor showers of multiple size, like of that size,
Yeah.
hitting the Earth at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Or am I
get
tripping?
you.
Is it one? Is it one? No, it was multiple, right?
What for?
For the dinosaurs to be extinct. It
No,
was,
it's just one.
it was just one.
Yo, did you not go to school?
That was a long time ago. A long time ago, man. Who cares about dinosaurs, man?
Yo, shout out to Usopp though. I'm a huge hater of Usopp because he's just another version of Buggy
He's not.
on the Straw Hat crew.
He's more
but-
similar to Shiki than Buggy, personally.
Nah. Anyway, listen. Shout out to him because I usually don't mess with Usopp, but when I saw him able to, because he's gonna tank that type of attack, and then he ended up actually shooting her, and then using he has one of the craziest arsenals in his like in his power.
It's funny, Larry. If Usopp wasn't like the character that he is, he would be your favorite character.
He's Batman.
No, it's not.
Is it, yo, he might be Batman.
He's
Yo,
Batman.
Usopp
he's
is
not.
Batman a little
He's
bit.
Batman.
Yo, he creates
not as
all his
smart
inventions.
as Batman.
He's not as smart, but he has guts, man. He's just a regular dude.
No, I actually think he's smart. He made the climb attack for Nami.
Yeah, that's what's
And,
super
like,
crazy.
The way he fights is obviously he's not strong, so he has to use his mind
Yeah.
somehow
Yeah.
to outsmart the enemy.
What
Yeah,
did,
no,
what
you're
did
right.
Stain say in Iron Man Tony Stark made this in a cave with a bunch of scraps. That's Usopp. That's him.
Yeah, that is Usopp.
We just make this out of nowhere, and now I have ultimate.
Where do you have the stuff to make the climate? I don't know. He
Yeah,
just made
like-
it, but
No idea.
no,
Where did it go?
he's good. Like pretty much that's like he would be a figure because he's very tactical, very cunning, and everything. Like he uses his wits because he, like you said, he has to.
Yeah.
Because he's not strong. He wants to be physically strong, even though that you saw Usopp from post-time skip to pre-time skip to post-time skip. You saw him; he got muscular.
Listen,
cut
he
off.
was
Listen,
in
back
jail.
then,
Hold on.
he's back now.
That was one of the reasons why I started disliking Usopp a little bit more than I already did, was because he went to this beetle. He went to the Hercules Island when he was,
Hercules and
yeah, Hercules, and he showed up buff,
Yeah.
and he showed up a little bit more confident.
Yeah, like he
and
was
then
not gonna be the
and
coward.
then
or
it just disappeared.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
And I
really
was just
that
like,
either. I
back
didn't-
they
I'm
were
not-
entered the new world,
It
bro.
dis-
Adult flamingos are walking around.
Yeah, but it disappeared after Fishman Island.
So, all right.
Caesar was walking around.
To
Okay.
include with that, with Doflamingo, when they hinted with his observation hockey, do you think that's going to come back?
It needs to,
With Usopp?
but
Yeah,
it
of
will.
course. He's a
It's
sniper.
it's probably gonna come up when he versus what's that guy's name?
Van Auger.
Van Auger
It'll
from
come
the
up
Blackbeard
before that,
Pirates.
Probably.
Okay.
It'll come up
Yeah.
before that. Because to me, honestly, I'm going to be in the very small minority. I think Usopp's one of those people who might actually even have Conqueror's Hockey.
Oh wow!
I'm so serious.
Yo,
It doesn't make sense.
We're gonna
No, that
cut
doesn't
the
make sense.
episode right now. I'm sorry.
Listen,
That
You
was
don't understand what you're
crazy.
saying right now.
Yo.
You don't understand what you're saying.
How, Sway?
Listen.
You don't understand what you're saying.
Can you explain your thought process on it though?
All right, so Usopp's whole character arc is to become this brave warrior of the sea and live up to his dad's reputation and so he can be helpful to Luffy and everything. And he typically goes through the most, outside of Luffy and maybe Zolo, the most physical damage for anybody in the crew every arc, right? And he fights through it and survives it and overcomes it.
Yeah.
And like, to me, I can see it. I know it doesn't make sense. I also think Sanji might have it too. I used to never think that. I think he might have it too. But I can see it. There's like a part of me that can see like end of series Usopp being this like
Yo, honestly,
Yasop level
Sebastian,
person.
this is probably the
that's some-
worst.
that's some
take.
Naruto stuff
Yeah,
you're
this
talking
is the
about. This is
worst
some
take
Naruto
you've
stuff.
ever had.
I feel y'all.
Yeah,
I feel y'all.
I think Usopp's is dying, bro. He's dying.
Nah,
I do think he
He's
dies.
dying.
I do think he dies. I do think he dies because he's the only one
Nah,
whose
Usopp's
dream
not gonna
can
die.
be. Yes, he will. He's the only one whose dream can be accomplished through death. And he's
Yeah.
also
Oh,
the
you did
only
explain
one
that.
All right,
that
so-
said that he would
all
be
right,
down
so
to
talk about
die.
that.
That makes sense, but he's gonna go back to his girl.
No.
Yeah.
She about to
She's
die.
dead. She's probably dead already.
Nah, she's
She
a
might be
doctor.
dead already.
Nah,
This
she's
is One
alive.
Piece.
She's a
One
doctor.
One Piece be dark like
She's a
that. She
doctor,
might be
yeah.
No,
dead
she,
already.
she's alive.
She's gonna be one of those doctors that can't cure herself and die. that's
Chill, Lawrence. This isn't a flashback.
So here, look.
I see. I don't know how it'll all play out, but I do see a scenario where all the Straw Hats have to fight Kaido to save Luffy, in like an inverse of Odin protecting the Scabbards, like them all protecting Luffy in the opposite. But like that would require them to win their fights and then Kaido to beat Luffy again, and then like them to step in and fight Kaido.
This is why Oda's the greatest,
It's like
because
a
it's
lot.
like we really don't know what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
I don't-
Like
Yeah, I don't-
we'll suspect that that's what he's hinting at, and he'll like
Pull something
insinuate.
else out.
He'll insinuate like, yo, this is what I'm thinking, and then all of a sudden it's left field.
honestly the only ones I can even think of doing that though, like they have to protect Luffy, lower than Sanji and Jinbei, because like Zolo, Jinbei, Sanji, the only ones that could be even have an even chance of standing
Wait,
up.
hold
to-
on. Did you just put them in like
No.
strength order?
I did not. I just named it.
Yo,
Listen, we could do that.
yo,
if y'all want.
yo, you put them in strength order a little bit.
Did I? What did I say?
You said Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji.
I agree
That's
with that.
that
I
pretty
agree.
much.
Yeah.
You agree?
100%.
I'll agree if that's the
Yo,
feast.
Ed,
That's
you
not what
agree?
it is.
100%, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yo,
Sanji
Zoro,
hater.
Zoro
Oh, man.
can hurt Kaido.
Okay.
Jinbei push back Big Mom. Sanji's not
Sanji
doing
neutralized
anything.
Big Mom.
I guess.
Wait, what?
With a cake.
Hey, yo.
Listen, man. There is a hierarchy in the One Piece world and in the Straw Hat Pirate crew. It go Monster Trio, Weird Trio, Weakling Trio. All right, it's always been that way. Now, when you add Jinbei and these other characters that we might get after that, that's cool. But the Monster Trio is always gonna be there.
So let me ask you this.
Always.
Let me ask you this. So at the end of the chapter, which is the main piece of what we're going to talk about, right? let's be honest. If Yamato joins the crew,
Mm-hmm.
where do we put her on the Straw Hat power level strength? Like, is she under Jinbei? Is she above Jinbei? Is she under Sanji? Above Sanji? Like, what do you think?
Did anyone notice that it looked like she might have King Dispo?
Yeah.
No, where?
When
You
they
didn't see that
clashed
last
at the end,
chapter?
They
They
had this
clashed?
huge
The
black lightning
lightning
clash.
It looked like double lightning, so
Yeah.
it looked
Oh,
she
yeah.
may have
She might
conquerors.
just. And this is another reason why Sanji probably got it. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yo, honestly, if she has it, Sanji's gonna have to.
Yo,
if
but
he
the
wants to
thing is,
remain.
The thing is, this is why I think Sanji might have it, right? Because it's like, before when it was like a super special thing and like rarely people had it, I was like, nah, Sanji's not gonna get it. He doesn't have that kind of ambition. But then like mad people started having it, and like Danchin Zhao started talking about all these other conquerors that exist in the world. And I think about it, like Whitebeard didn't have any crazy ambition. He was just a man above everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and similar to Sanji, he was an orphan who came up, he just wanted a family. Sanji has different motivations, but he didn't have this over complicated goal of like strength or striving towards the way Zolo and Luffy do. And he had it, and he was one of the strongest characters in the series. And then like Katakuri, whose main motivation was protecting his crew. And I'm not going to get into my Katakuri bashing because I do that. But like he had it, right? And I don't know if that's a lineage thing or just from the need to protect. But like Sanji has that need to protect. And like if you really look at it, when Mihawk was talking about Luffy's ability to draw people to him and bring allies out of enemies, like Sanji does that too. Like Gin and Mr. Two and the Germa Kingdom, like the Vinsmokes and Pudding and all, like he does that too. So to me, it's like, if you take a step back, because I never thought Sanji had it, but if you really take a step back, why wouldn't he have it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. He convinced me.
Yo, like, keep it real. Why wouldn't he have it?
I would like for Sanji to have it. It would be.
I
pretty
would
dope.
like for Sanji to have it too. Do I think he's gonna get it? Probably not. He's just too dumb sometimes.
But if that means if like Yamato really joins, and she does have it, Sanji has it. That's 4: Luffy, Zolo, Sanji, Yamato.
What- But put it so.
No.
So I'm gonna
Maybe
say,
Momo.
I'm gonna be real. If there's any
Momo's not
crew,
joining.
if there's any crew, it would probably be the Straw Hats. That would be the first to have this.
Wait,
And
first have
The
one.
Rocks.
No,
have
no,
this.
no. The Rocks parts. My
And
bad. The second to have
Rogers
this.
Gold
It
Rogers
would-
should had that.
Rogers crew. I mean, Gabon
I mean, if you
probably
count,
not.
if you count,
But I think it would also be which crew? Oh, Shank's crew. Like I think Shank's crew is probably gonna be the first crew that we see where like hockey is just on another level. Across the board.
It
It's
has
not,
to be.
It's not like
No
3,
abilities.
4 people. It's probably like across the board. They're just crazy.
That's nuts, man.
listen, I see it,
Has
man.
to.
I never
Has
used to
to.
see it, but recently I've been like, yo, especially if your model joins and she got it, there's no way, bro. Again,
If he wants to remain in that
everybody who
Macho
joins-
trio,
hold on,
he's
so
gonna have
Everybody
to.
who joins has to be either weaker than Sanji, but stronger than Nami.
So
and
so
Usopp.
where
That
we
is the means.
so I'm gonna be real. I think if Yamato joins for real, because I think Carrot's joining too. She's gonna be
I
part.
think so,
She's
yeah,
gonna
I
be
think
part
so,
of
too.
the weak trio.
I wish.
No, she's not gonna be
getting
part of the
a
weak
lot
trio.
She's not getting a lot of burn right
She's
now.
gonna be more in like Frankie and Robin territory.
I guess.
If
but
Yamato's joining,
I think.
No,
Two?
he said Carrot. Carrot's not gonna be part of the weak trio. She's too strong for that. The
fine.
weak trio.
I mean, if there's no Moon out,
She just got beat up by Pedos with Wanda, right?
yeah, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not
yeah,
strong,
Wanda was
right?
helping her
She-
too.
yeah, she
She's
got hurt.
relatively strong, but she's not. Plus, she's stronger than Nami and Usopp, but like,
That's what I'm saying.
Is she that much stronger than like?
Frankie.
I put her more.
Yeah,
no, I'm not.
like,
I
she
didn't say
can't
stronger
be-
than Frankie. I put her more like Robin, like because Robin's stronger than them.
Yo, Robin could be so hawks. bro.
Robin could be one of the.
Yeah, she could
strongest
throw.
strong
She could make a fist inside your throat and just like break your throat.
Okay.
Imagine if she had hockey. Though,
And
that'd be nuts.
YouTube is gonna be like, this is super graphic.
Do you
Awakening.
think the other Straw Hats get hockey? Like, do you think Frankie needs it? Like, I don't think Frankie.
I don't
needs
think Frankie needs it.
First of
Necessarily.
all, they all need it.
No,
this
they
is,
don't.
This is One Piece.
No, they don't.
Where hockey kind of rules. They all need it. If you want to be the Pirate King's crew,
You know why
to fight,
Frankie?
you all need it.
Hold on. You know why Frankie won't get it? Because he couldn't stop that train when he was willing himself to stop that train.
Well, we're not talking about conquerors. We're talking about hockey, which when it was already stated that everyone
Yo,
already
am I
has
not
hockey.
right?
Come on, man. He was how old?
How old was Big Mom when she knocked out Elbaf?
That's
Okay,
that. You
okay.
can't compare that. You can't
She's a
compare
doctor.
that.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna get into.
Obnoxious.
We're gonna do this. I think Yamato comes out literally, she's gonna be fighting that third spot with Sanji and Jinbei. I seriously think that's what's gonna happen because I'm gonna be real. Like, she seems to be really strong, and we haven't seen her in her hybrid form because we know she has
some sort of devil
she has
fruit.
some
Does
sort
she?
of devil fruit.
Yeah, she has horns on her head.
She also like had
No,
this
no,
body
no, no.
where she
She
grabbed-
just got that from
Yeah,
Kaido.
she did her.
No.
She has teeth.
She
she
almost
has teeth.
transformed like
Yeah,
12
so
chapters ago.
there's a
so-
theory that she's gonna
I
be
saw that.
a mythical
or more
tiger.
than that.
A mythical.
I think she's a white tiger. 'Cause her hair is white. That's all I
Wait,
got.
isn't what's
Saber-tooth tiger dude?
no?
Who's who?
Saber-tooth
Yeah, who's
tiger.
who?
Yeah, I
He's a
love Power Rangers.
saber-tooth. There's usually a white, like the white tiger
I know.
and a saber-tooth.
You're talking about
But white tigers aren't.
what's his name?
Really real though. They're hybrids.
Dragons aren't real. I don't know if you knew that or not.
What? No, I'm kidding.
Oh man, yeah. So I don't know, man. This chapter really was. I think besides the Nami part, which I think they went too much on, and I think Alti coming back was. It was really just it was very reminiscent of why Chopper got his time to shine. It was like we made this
Chopper was
little
going
plot device so Chopper could get some time in and show that he's still an amazing doctor and doing all this, and that, right? And then we had that with Nami. Now, Nami, granted, this is a better instance of what he was trying to do with Chopper, but it's like, do we really need that many panels and that many pages on why Nami would just get this power up? Because we all knew it was coming. He probably could have did it in a page, man.
I wasn't mad at it because I laughed. Like, I laughed at when she was like, how about cotton for your name? And then he was just like, F that, my name is Zeus. Like, I like that. That was funny. And the fact that it was
Oh, the
able
main
to do
translation
thing.
says fluff.
Fluff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fluff.
she says fluff.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
I was thinking cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
mine
it was
said
cotton
it was cotton.
before the translation came out. Yeah.
My bad, I was supposed to be repping the main.
So
We
I,
read the official translations. by
I
the way.
think Oda is just trying to give every single Straw Hat a power up. So that was Nami's power up in her section by itself. So with everybody else, you're gonna see it in the fights with Brooke Robin. They're gonna have it there, and then Jinbei's gonna have his own little power up too in his fight.
Yo, Brooke could be so hogs. He could literally, like, if people were dying, like, all over the battlefield, Brooke's, like, awakening should be, I could just raise the dead.
That would be wild.
That'd be tough.
I have a question for y'all. If y'all were Brooke, would you inhabit somebody else's like recently deceased body so you would have like flesh, or would you be like, I'm gonna stick as a bone dude?
Oh, man, that's a weird question.
It's a weird, cause like, bro, you're just bones. Like that sucks.
But also
Yeah, but he could,
they
like-
died. But what, the wound's gonna heal? Like, how would that work?
He'd probably get hurt,
He
bro.
got Chopper.
No, he could like. Are you trying to say if he could like reanimate a body and
and
just
take
use
it over. Yeah.
That would
Like,
be
he
pretty
could,
dope.
I
yeah.
think if he was able to possess, like, Big Mom,
Jump
that
from
would
body
be
to
so
body?
much better.
Listen,
Jump body to body.
body. Listen,
I don't know about that. You have to have a
Meat
strong
to
will for
meat.
that.
Yo,
That would be the goal.
Yo, imagine he really took over like Big Mom and just started fighting Kaido. Yo, MVP of both arcs.
You would have
Not dress roses, of Whole Cake Island arc and this arc. If Brooke was doing that, crazy.
he not doing that.
He not doing that.
That's a
though.
lie.
Yo, if he was Big Mom, imagine him doing the 45-degree angle. Yo, hilarious.
Just because you have Big Mom's body doesn't mean you're fully gonna get her strength because you may have the physical, but you can't use the
you
hockey.
would.
You would need the hockey.
Hold on, but Big Mom is one of those freaks of nature where like half of her ability is just from genetics. Like
Yeah.
she was just a monster destroying Elbaf City
No, yeah.
at like 5.
But I'm saying, but even with that, you would still need a certain amount of hockey to even affect Kaido.
But okay, maybe he's not beating Kaido.
Yeah, he's not gonna beat Kaido.
I'm not asking
But if
him to beat
Ulti's
Kaido.
out here,
yeah, bro, he's out here
Yo,
one.
get outta here,
He's
dude.
out here one-shotting like near commander level people now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, okay,
Like-
maybe, but
Either way, he would be hogs. Like he would be different. He would be beyond like Zolo even. I mean, it's probably better than a 5. I just don't like chapters with Tama in it because of the
Jesus,
Listen,
bro.
and I
join before Momo,
actually like Tama, right? It just
I don't
when
know, it
see
doesn't
her-
sound like it.
No, when I see her, it's always okay. Like tension ain't really
Yeah.
there because Oda's not going to kill this little girl. You know what I'm saying?
He should.
Like, listen,
It would make-
if
it
I
would
was
make-
Oda,
it would make
if
the
I was
arc so much better.
I would low key kill Yamato in front of Luffy. Like, I need that,
Nah, that's not
Dude.
enough for me.
dude. I need
and
that.
not enough. But a little
Nah.
bit. But you want the
Yes,
little girl.
1,000%.
Listen, only because
I don't
Yamato has the
think-
And it has
time.
to be
don't-
Ulti.
I don't think
It has-
Kaido's gonna
Ulti
kill
has
his
to some
daughter.
way come
Yo,
back
but
and she just
maybe
headbutts
it's
and kills
Luffy's
her.
fault.
that
You
she
feel me?
dies.
Maybe Yamato jumps in something like Ace did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot, but
I need Luffy.
No, I can see that because he freed her, and then like how he
Listen,
freed
I need him.
Ace.
Listen, F all that. I need Luffy to come to a point in this arc where he's banging his head on the floor
think-
and rubbing his knees going back and forth like he did against when Kuma was there at Archipelago.
No, 'cause he's
I
grown
need
from
that
that.
type
Nah,
of
that
I need that
can't
type
happen.
of
No.
helplessness.
That can't happen, but a similar anger can befall him if he witnesses the death of like a Law or Yamato, which is why I'm advocating for one of them or both. I would love for
No,
both.
but
of them.
I thought we established that if Kinemon's, that would be Kinemon's
He
death.
didn't witness it. He would be coming up and like hearing about it. I'm talking witness it. Like, oh, I wasn't good enough to prevent this thing from happening.
Yeah.
All right, but but out of all that though, who's Luffy more attached to, Kinemon
Law.
or Law?
Law.
You
It would
think
be
Law?
I think
it
it's
would be
Law.
Law. Yeah.
No, he teamed up with Law first.
He actually
but
likes Law.
emotionally connected is Kinemon because what he said Luffy said we love the scabbards. That's like love was said there by Luffy.
But this is where it comes into play that Law's a D. So
The thing,
from what we know, D's either cause storms or they end up sacrificing themselves to cause bigger storms.
and Lawrence, it's not just Luffy's attachment; it's our attachment. More people care about Law.
Yeah, a lot of
but
people
also-
like Law.
but the
right?
thing is,
Kill
right?
Law, you're getting that emotional
No, because also too,
like
right?
charge.
The
From
reason why is
damage.
that Law's a pirate. Luffy knows pirates are not necessarily his friends or allies.
Yeah.
Kinemon is 100% a friend or ally. Law could definitely be like, because pretty much, remember what Law said earlier when he first saved Luffy? He said, I have no intention of like someone who's going to be my rival later on. Luffy understands that same thing. But Kinemon is, there's no rivalry there. It's pure, like, comrade friendship. So that's
Yeah.
a close person to
Two
Luffy.
things though: Luffy considers Law his friend.
Yeah,
He
of course.
considers Luffy, Kinemon his friend. And two, why not both?
Both
Yeah,
their deaths?
I
Yes.
need both.
Why
deaths,
not
man.
both?
Yo, I
don't want Law to die.
I'm gonna be
You know,
real.
honestly, I
I need
don't.
people to
Fine.
pass.
If
That's
Law's
fine.
dying, he's gonna use his devil fruit to. No, actually, no. I messed that up completely. If Luffy dies somehow, Law's gonna give his life for Luffy.
I can see
And then
that.
Luffy's immortal and could just gear.
No,
They don't
15.
become
absolutely
immortal. They don't
not.
become mortal.
Absolutely
I don't want
not.
that to happen.
Absolutely not.
Yo, so
No, 'cause
But I can see Law giving his life to revive Luffy,
But you're-
and then Luffy realizing what happened and spazzing the hell out. You know what I mean? Like I can
But
see that.
I felt like, what was it? We talked about this before. One, I already told you one thing, because you always say like, how are you supposed to be greater than Roger? Yet you died. Roger never died.
and it was 83% of the people who watch and love One Piece said, yes,
What?
he's top 20.
No, he's not.
One person, even at this time, said that he said to Sebastian,
Oh, God.
if I must quote, if I can find it real quick, he said, I think this dude doesn't know what he's talking about,
Oh, my God.
and he should just
Shots
drop
fired.
One Piece
Oh, my
overall
God.
because he's clearly not a fan.
Larry created a fake account. to say that.
No, I'm so serious. Other people were saying like he's upper teens. Some people were saying he's 17 to 20. Someone even said that Ryuma was stronger than him.
It's very possible.
But a lot of people said that he's most likely between a first commander, so he's probably around Marco back on Backman's and Katakuri's level. It's just overall, it was just kind of exciting to see that we had such an outrageous reach with this one post, and literally we just created this like less than like 3 days ago. So I think people are definitely feeling this. I think episode 2 is probably gonna be a good one for everybody to see. Hopefully we get some more comments, likes, and shares, because there are definitely people on this show that don't have a very good take on One Piece at all. But it's kind of crazy, man. Literally 156 likes, 50 comments, over 300 people voted on a poll, and then we have 1,500 views on one video. That means 1,500 people tuned in and disagreed with this man on my right.
Only 83% of them.
That's
Only
crazy.
83%
That's
of the
crazy.
300 that was on the poll. But either way,
We
Omi's
might have
not
to.
top 20.
We may have to name the list to see.
I can do
where
it.
Oda
Yeah,
Rosa
It
so
might
goes.
take me a
I
little
think
bit, but
I
he's
think
not
we
20.
could. I think if we keep doing this, we probably got to get like a top 20 out,
fine
maybe
with that.
one day. Kind of crazy though, right? I was so surprised. I was like, yo, this is great. Like, normally people would just throw promos and they'd be like, oh, I did a promotion for like $50. Everybody could. Nah, man. It was like people literally came through and was just like, this dude is wrong.
This dude is wrong.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
I'm gonna come with my 20 next week.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna come over here 20?
20 people that can beat Odin in a fight.
Yeah. So somebody brought up the fact that Shirahoshi is included in that.
Nacho.
And I was like,
I mean, yeah, but
I'm
I
gonna be
wasn't gonna do
real.
that.
We talking about fighting 1-on-1. Like Shirahoshi can't fight, man. She's done for. Like, but she's probably she is definitely the most dangerous person.
She has
in the
power,
show.
yeah, but not fighting ability.
But overall,